Hello everyone, in this video I will be showing you how I changed the touchscreen on my 2014 Cadillac CTS. The video was mainly created for my own reference, but I wanted to share it with you. I hope it is helpful.
Today we're gonna try to change the screen on this CTS because of the Q system has stopped working, so basically nothing works. Already try the resetting. The resetting works fine when we open the door and let it stay like 60 seconds open and then close this part right here, so that part works, but still that touchscreen didn't work, so I ordered a new one that arrived not too long ago, and we're gonna try to change it today. Try to change all the things on top here. I've seen on YouTube or other videos, and then remove this part as well, and then some screws on these sides, and see how it goes. So we got the first panel open here. It's not as easy as it shows in the videos to remove these things. Like this, can't even see that, but there's a right here little screw that is hard to put the wrench in there to take it out. However, we got, let's see, this one right here out, this other one right there, and the last one is at the end right there. So what I'm doing is put them in a little bag just to keep them together. I know where they came from. They're probably all standard size, but just to know how many I need to put back. So there was actually another screw right there that I needed to take out when I was putting this up here, this bottom. So basically just pull it, and it comes up. Just pull it back a little bit. So what we're looking for is those other screws right there. There's one, and the other one is back here somewhere. So I'm gonna find it. Oh, right there. It's kind of dark, but it's there. Alright, so we got all this trim out. Let me show you. I had put it back here. Here's the front, as you can see. Back in here, out of the way. So basically it was here, holding with this. You just had to, this side especially was a little bit more stuck. We just needed to pull a little bit harder, and then I started actually putting it from the bottom here. And it went up, and then suddenly it moved and it started getting out of this place. So next we are going to remove this piece right here, so we can take these other screws there. Okay, so we got the other screws out. So you can see I put them on the little bag so I can keep track of them, and I just pull the whole unit out. Now we're gonna sit back here and disconnect all these wires. I might not be able to show you exactly how to take them out. There's some videos on YouTube that explain better how, because I can be holding the phone and taking them out, so just know they're back there. Okay, so the whole unit is out now. As you can see, all the connectors right here. This one, when you're pulling it out, it's a very special little tab right here. Just pull it. It's not the one outside, it's the one inside there. You can focus right there. Anyways, this one is easier. It's got a bigger pull right there. This one, it's also as the other one, as the first one, has a little clip on the top. This one, you will see that there are like two white plastic holding it, like this one here. It's mainly this one, and this one you have to pull it out, and also this out this way, and then just pull it back. Okay, so we have the unit itself down here. We're gonna remove the brackets right there. those other ones right here, and work our way all the way inside the unit to get the screen. Alright, so the next thing is to remove all these little screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then back here's this one. And that one. Also remove some on the sides right here. On the next side as well. Over here. The next thing to do is just simply pull the whole back of it up like this. I'm just gonna put her back here for now. Next thing, we're gonna remove these two screws right here next to that. It is actually these two right here, not these ones. It's the ones back here and the one back here. And then there's a small little connector, that one. I just pull it back. Okay. Keep track of where your little screws are. Have them little piles there. So next step, flip the unit a little bit, like 90 degrees on its side here. Before we were looking at it like from here. Now we're looking at it from this side. So there are 5 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remove those ones. So the next one, we need to remove that little screw that is hidden inside there. I can barely see it, but I'll give you a shot of the front of the unit. So basically along this way and right there. So that only needs a couple of turns here. We're gonna flip the unit. There should be another one on this side. Again, follow the little opening right here in the front of the screen, and then you can see that little screw right there. Just a couple of turns, I'll need to take it all out. Alright, next thing, we're gonna push this. You can push it down a little bit from here, or pull it this way, just so it's not. So I did it already, and it's just a little bit off. Now this part right here, all this black thing, it's being attached by those little tabs. One right here, one right here. We're gonna pull these ones back, and then all the unit is gonna come out. So when putting it back, we gotta make sure that this one aligns right here on both sides. So next thing, we're gonna lay this on a, as you can see, the screens are facing the top of the table here, and we're gonna remove that little tab right there. It is very delicate, so we're gonna be very careful to pull that. It's hard to see it right there, but I'm gonna lift that part up and then gently pull this tab backwards this way. So we'll do that and see how it goes. So now that this is out, as you can see, a little tab. There's some lighting here, and that was pulled out as well. The next thing, we're gonna go to the sides. There's 1, 2, and back here 3 screws on this side. Same thing on that side. 1, 2, and 3. Remove those. Okay, once all these screws are out, the last one is right here. We're gonna remove that one, and the screen seems to be coming out already, as you can see. There are also 2 screws right here at the top of the screen. So we follow the sides of the screen here, where we already removed these ones. Remove all this on the side, on the top, and then we need that one and that one, along with the one that I had already mentioned, that is by the little tab right there. So now that all the screws are out, we're gonna proceed to remove the screen carefully. We're gonna, you can see it just came out right there. So we're gonna make sure that I understand how the little tab is gonna come in here into that little opening right there when putting the other one back on. So okay, right there, that's just a little opening the tab needs to come through right there. So there it is. This is what it looks like without the screen. Here's the old screen. Still don't know what could have gone wrong with this one. I've was watching a video about some of the little connectors, so there's little lines that go along here. Some of them are really thin, really easy to break on those little corners as well. So hopefully the new one is better and lasts longer. So actually we have the new one right here. Still in good condition right there, new and wrapped. So I'm gonna finish doing this. I might wear some gloves so I don't touch the inside of the screen or the outside and make it all bad, and I won't be able to clean it from the outside later. So here's the new one. As you can see, those little lines, I don't know what they're called, circuits or whatever, they're thicker than the old one. The old one was right there, little tinier lines, where this one's is like very dense because they're thicker. So like I said, hopefully this one's lasts longer, if that what the issue is. So we're just gonna install back this the way it was. So once I remove all this plastic from the interior side, I'm gonna move it back in here and make sure I put the little tab in that opening right there. So show you when it's done. Okay, so the screen is done. It's placed. It's still, as you can see, it's I brought it the first time and tried it, connected all the things in the back and tested it, and the touchscreen was not working, so I had to go back inside and pretty much take the whole unit apart again, which took me less than 5 minutes this time because I already knew how to do it. So I took all the covers out, I took all the this part out as well, and to get to the point where I was seeing the screen and the little tab that is very delicate. So that one, I just made sure that I actually went all the way until it touched, and then closed the little tab or the little clip there. So because before it was just barely, well, not barely, but it wasn't all the way touching the end. This time I just made sure that it was touching the end and closed the clip really quick, put everything back together. Actually, before putting everything back together, I brought it to the car and plugged a couple connections and tested the car, and the screen was working again. So went back inside and put everything back together, the cover and the brackets over here. So I tested the car and we can check it out. I did not have to do any reset or anything like that. So let's give it a second here. So now again we can go and touch, and there it is. There we go. It works again. Perfect. So yeah, if you guys run into that issue, just make sure that little tab that comes
from the screen. It's all the way to the back of that little clip. So I'm gonna just go put everything back together. As you can see, still everything out of place. I haven't connected the entire, so I still need to connect this connector right here in the back, the one over here, and the one for the USB drive that it goes, when you open this one, is in the back to charge the phone and things like that. So that's the only 3 things that I haven't plugged. The rest is already connected. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and put everything back again. Alright, it's dark outside and it took me a little bit, but the screen is working. I'm just gonna show this really quick. Everything is back together. So, all the panels, everything went fine, everything went well, putting it back together. I hope this video was useful for some of you. I mainly did it for my own reference, or in the future if I need to replace the screen again. I hope it doesn't go out again, but if it does, I'll have a way to go back and see what I did. Thanks for watching.